Hey Mike, it's Asian. I just wanted to make a response to your video about reaching out to the trans community. Sorry about my phone going off. That's actually you texting. Haha. But I said I was going to make a post to talk this morning, and, I hate it when nobody responds to my shit either. But no, this is a really important topic to me. I wasn't going to respond right away because I felt like, I'm pre-T, I'm like everything. So I didn't really feel like I had like much to say on the topic, but you encouraged me to do it anyway. So here I am. Yeah, like before I came out, I tried to be a lesbian. Like I came out as lesbian when I was 14. So, and I'm 27 now. So I've always been, considered a lesbian, and by a lot of my friends and family that I've come out to as a guy, they still consider me a lesbian. But like over the years, it was brought to my attention, like it was weird because like I dated lesbians and I like called myself a lesbian to a certain extent, because I definitely am attracted to women, but I never really felt comfortable hanging out with lesbians. Like they just like lesbians are cool, like I have no problem with them, but they just weren't my crowd. Like I just never, like I always just felt like a straight guy. Like this just how I feel. And so it was always awkward, and it was always like, I just kind of kept to myself because I never really fit in anywhere. So that's like how it was like before. And, now that I've come out to a lot of my friends, like a lot of people I know are just like, oh, well, we already knew. Like, we already think of you as a guy anyway. You're like a dude with tits. And so, that's why I've decided to get chest surgery before doing anything else, even though I'm approved. Like, my therapist and I'm sure my GP will agree that, I'm more than ready for testosterone, but I just can't go there until the chest is gone, because, yeah, long story. Fact of the matter is, like, in short, it's been an interesting process. I only actually, like, came out openly as a guy over the past year, and I've been trying to, like, let people, like, and even, like, as recently as a couple weeks ago, or a week ago, right before my birthday, I came out to my grandfather, and everyone that I've told that means a lot to me is totally cool with it, and I'm really grateful for that. Like, I was fearful for my mom's reaction and my grandfather's reaction and a lot of my like extended family's reaction, because a lot of them are Catholic, and like usually when you have a strong religious faith, like they use that as an excuse to just discriminate against people. So I'm really grateful that my family's supportive, and I'm glad that I overcame that fear and came out to them anyway. I'm like, well, if they disown me, I know who my supports are and who they aren't. You just got to get to that point where you just have to say, throw caution to the wind and try. And I came out to my boss, and that was kind of scary because I'm like, I really love my job and I love the kids that I work with, and I would have been really upset if he was like, oh no, there's no way we can work with this. But even my boss and the superintendent of the school like are okay with me coming out and like doing what I need to do to be myself. So that's really awesome. Other than that, I don't really remember what else I was supposed to talk about, but like, relationships. I think I mentioned that. Like, I've always dated lesbians, and it's only recently, actually, until I watched this post, that I really started to think about it. I'm like, I think this is why like none of my relationships have ever worked out, because I'm kind of like a straight guy, and I'm been forced to date lesbians like my entire life, and so it's just because of societal standards, like I obviously am still biologically female at the moment, so it's like, yeah, if I want to date women, I'm going to date a lesbian, but that never works out for me because I'm not a lesbian. Lesbians would probably prefer to be with a lesbian, not a straight guy in a woman's body. You know what I mean? So it's always, been kind of estranged at the end, and just like I'm always left wondering why. I'm like, oh, they're an awesome person and I'm an awesome person, so why didn't it work out? And then I'm like, oh, well, there is that whole I'm not a lesbian thing. So that's just kind of how I feel about it. Like I will continue. I'm gonna continue trying to reach out to the transgender community, and like, if any of the guys that are on your page end up watching this, feel free to watch my page and hit me up anytime. For I don't know, like I've been doing research for about 10 years, so I have a lot more information than I know what to do with. So, if you have questions, feel free to ask me. I probably have looked it up. So, yeah, nothing but love for all of you guys and gals out there, and I'll catch you later.